they're leaving here to go to Latin America to be with a Latin woman, and it's almost like implying to women here that you're not doing your job good enough, so I'm gonna go to South America to find it there. And I think that's where it really starts pissing women off, because as a woman or anyone, like, you only know what you know and you only know what you're doing, you know? So like things like this raise controversy because you see a man, whatever, going to South America, and it's like, why is he doing that or whatever. People do things for a reason, and his reason is, I don't feel like I'm getting what I need here. Now, women will argue that it's because, no, you can't handle a woman here, or you can't handle being with, what is it, like a boss lady, or whatever people are calling themselves nowadays. You can't handle that. You should learn how to be more of a man to be with a woman like myself, right? That's what women will say.
Bruh. Yeah, kind of like how those two post-wall chicks said on Fox Houston.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That was supposed to have Dennis Sperling on there, by the way. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. And by the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Yo, this was sent to me by a subscriber, man, and I'm starting to get familiar with this young brother's channel, Uncut Dating Truths, man. Shout out to Uncut Dating Truths. I've reacted to one of his videos before. I believe it was another Latina chick, but she was more darker complexion, like she looked like she was Afro-Latina. You know, pretty much exposing why men are going overseas. And as you guys know, I've actually been trying to do more videos like this, and I've actually kind of strayed away from the women that you know that are detractors and trying to talk down on this movement, because at this point it's pointless, especially since the whole Austin Holloman situation, because they think they got all the ammo that they can have now. So I'm like that's why they're running it through the ground, because it's the only thing they have. I'm like, and I guess you could say they've been waiting for the last 6 to 8 months since this movement blew up to say something, to have something in their arsenal. But let's go ahead and keep it moving.
But at the end of the day, men are leaving because they feel lack. They feel like they're not getting that. And I think that's where women, it's like, this is the controversy that's starting to piss them off, because they're just like, why are you doing that? You know, like what is even the purpose of that?
Well, if you ask them, apparently men just want to get boxed, which I find so strange, because from the way these guys describe it, it's easier to get in the States than it is overseas. That's why I find the whole tourism thing a joke. Because they're just paying for it. We can do that here. I don't understand. That really doesn't make any sense to me. And if there are guys that are doing that, really ain't none of my business. See, in this movement, we don't de-police over here. We don't do that over here. See, that's why I find it funny when they say, because like that one dude, so they're just a bunch of chumps. If we're just a bunch of chumps, then why come the guys that are against this movement dick policing the guys that are doing it? If we're chumps, what do that make y'all? Because we don't care what y'all doing.
We do not care.
I don't get it. That's why it's so weird to me when men try to come down on this. With the women, we get it. We understand the pushback from women. That's why that's why I'm trying to react to videos more like this now. Let's keep it moving.
And then it kind of starts bringing it to like, what do not Latin women have that American women don't have, but what are they doing that we're not doing? You know? And then that whole thing is like, well, Latin women have no problem catering to you, or, you know, being really sweet to you, or saying, mi amor, ¿qué necesitas? Like things like that, like being really sweet to you. Whereas here, that's kind of been dying out. It's been fizzling out, right? And then that also starts teaching women that it's not to say that you need to do more, but you need to be connected more to who you are, and stop trying to reach that bar that society is now telling you to reach. The think like a woman, like be more like a man, the podcasts that are out, like it's teaching you how to play this game. But if you're learning how to play this game, it's fine, but it's a game. Like, you're not gonna learn how to be in a real relationship with man and woman, because that's supposed to be a balance. You're gonna learn how to be equal to a man. And that's not realistic, because someone has to play that role. You have to let a man be a man. And how else is a man supposed to be a man if you're trying to do his job for him?
You can't, I'm like, but you can't tell these women nothing. Exactly. You cannot tell these women that, though. You want to know something that I find really strange? Well, actually, it's not really strange, because the more and more I start to see women speak out against it, the more and more it's clear, bruh. If y'all notice, the women that are against this movement are either mildly to average looking attractiveness, but far past the wall, or they're either far past the wall, overweight and unattractive, or they're either young, overweight, not attractive, or they actually are attractive, acting like they in a relationship or married, but still got the time of day to be worried about what the hell other men are doing. But on the flip side, the women that are for it tend to be more attractive, like the women that y'all see watching on the screen now.
You can't make this shit up.
When was the last time y'all seen an attractive woman that was against this movement? I just had Minka on live last week. She's half Mexican, half Argentinian. First generation American. And even she's for the movement. This woman here sounds like she's probably first generation, second generation. Because she doesn't have the accent, but her English is really good. But you heard her speaking Spanish earlier. Because she said, mi amor necesito, which is my love, I need, you know. But what I'm trying to say is, notice the discrepancy between the women that are against it versus the women that are for it. Let's keep it moving.
That's where things get screwed up. And then women get mad that he's not doing this, he's not doing that. But you're over dominating things. You're trying to do things, right? And then it falls on them. Then men stop doing things. They're not performing or doing what they should be.
And the reason why is because when you try to take lead and a woman isn't gonna let you take lead, the best thing for a man to do is just walk away and leave that woman alone. Because I find it real strange. I'm like, see, here's what I've noticed about women. I say this all the time. They really don't want leaders. The women only want your masculinity when it's needed to benefit them. So in other words, they only want your masculinity when it involves you spending money on them or protecting them in times of danger. In other words, you know, backing them up when they want to act a fool and run their mouth unnecessarily just because they know they got backup. That's a real thing. We've seen men get deleted over this. I literally just did a video on that. That's facts. So don't act. Let's keep it moving. It's almost over.
It's like you're literally trying to be equal, you know? So that's where it's just like, we have to understand. And I think it's almost as simple as looking back to how things were back in the day. It's not crazy or absurd to say, like, do the same thing now. Things have changed so much that some people may think like it's crazy to live life that way. But that's how life always was. That's how things always were back in the day, you know? So like, I think it's more about people taking a look at your role, looking at how you want to be, the kind of partner that you want to be, and see if what you're doing right now matches up to that. If it doesn't, then there are things that are going to change. And if they don't change, people are going to go elsewhere. Just like a man is going to South America, women can go somewhere else too. Like, if you want to go to those greater lengths, you can. But why do that if you can just change things about yourselves in a positive way to attract partners that are already like by you and near you?
Because they too stubborn. Because they think they can do no wrong, and they've been brainwashed to think so and be that way. And men are recognizing that they're so far gone that ain't no turning back. And that's why men are leaving. See, here's what I've noticed, man. A lot of the guys that watch my channel are actually good, solid dudes. Some of these guys actually check off all the sixes that women are so infamously known for wanting. But yet and still, even those guys still didn't get the treatment that they wanted. No matter what they did, no matter if they invested in the woman, did everything right, it still wasn't enough. So now y'all are upset because those men are taking their talents elsewhere. and you're upset because y'all think just because we compare and contrast that we're bashing. But y'all been bashing men for decades. Decades. With the expectation of us just sitting there like little bitty kids sitting in the corner on timeout and not saying nothing. So essentially what y'all been doing for the last 5-6 decades is treating men like we're on punishment. That's basically what y'all been doing. But within the last 5-10 years or so, more men have begun to speak up, and women don't like it because the reality is y'all really want to control men. And y'all really want to dictate how men move. Y'all really do. Because y'all really don't want our leadership. Y'all just want it when it's convenient for y'all. Other than that, y'all want us to move the way y'all want us to move. Otherwise, this whole hate against the passport bro movement wouldn't even be a thing. Period. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Oh yeah, also look out for the travel and vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the descriptions and pinned in the top of the comments. I think I need like a little 350, 340 some subs till I get the 1,000. You know what I mean? I'm like, if it come down to it, I'll even show a picture of my itinerary, man. If guys really think I'm bluffing, I don't know why y'all would, but I've already been told maybe I should do that. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. I don't care. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.